enough. Let me take control. And you've been wanting what you need, and I'ma give it to you. Before I dive inside, blow the whistle. I start swimming, ain't no drowning, no. Girl, don't make you better. We gon' mess up them covers too.
Here we go again. I'm back on my bullshit again, I guess. All right, well, here we go. I got a question. This mainly to chunky ass women. Why the fuck? I don't like, okay, listen to what I'm saying. Hear me out first. Chunky women, skinny, all the fucking women. Why the fuck y'all ask me for workout advice? And then when I give you advice, the shit sound harder than what the fuck you want to do. Y'all be on some old, I ain't trying to be all big and bulky, have them big old muscles. I ain't trying to look manly. What the fuck you think these women doing on Instagram? You think they ain't in there lifting weights? Y'all think this goddamn, I'm gonna pick up a weight, all of a sudden I look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and shit? Like, fuck no. Like, don't ask me for advice and then tell me what you gonna do and ain't gonna do. You could have did that shit in the first goddamn place. It don't take much. You could have went to the gym and walked your ass on the treadmill for 2.5 hours and went home and realized nothing changed 3 months later. That's all I'm saying. It don't take much. When I tell y'all, like, okay, you gotta go to the gym, 3 sets of 10 on this, 3 sets of 10 on that, and then they get to acting all finicky and shit. You're talking about, oh, well, see, that's what I'm talking about. You trying to make me big. Like, motherfucker, I'm not trying to make you big at all. Don't ask me for help if your ass know what the fuck to do in the first place. Anyway, off of that shit. If you want my help, ask for it, but don't ask me for goddamn help and then tell me what the fuck you gonna do. Clearly, you don't know what the fuck you doing in the first place because the shit ain't working for your ass. But anyway, let me, should I say that shit for the last? Because I'm probably gonna go rant on forever for that shit or whatever. But you know what, fuck it. But let me tell y'all about goddamn planning. Y'all like my background and shit? Let me tell y'all about planning a trip with niggas, man. Planning the trip with niggas. That's some of the most frustrating shit in the world. I promise you. It never fails. Like, even to my birthday party. I'm not paying for nobody's shit up front because I done tried that before and then niggas back out at the last minute even though you done paid your money. But even for my birthday party, I told my girl, I'm like, you know, I can promise you about a good 60 people go say that they go come and about a good 30 go show. I swear to beans, about 50-something people said they go make it or whatever. I invited about 90. About 50 people said they go make it. About 30-something showed up. So I was close. It was live as fuck anyway. You know what I'm talking about? The people that come, of course, you're the ones you want there. But anyway, I digress. So, my girl, she put all this money into this trip, right? For my birthday. Invited a bunch of couples, mainly the couples that went to Denver with us or whatever. And plus another couple that wanted to come to Denver, but they had other shit going on. But anyway, invited a bunch of people. Everybody down for it. Shit, yeah, that's good. First time she sent them a message, she like, everybody was like, nah, that costs too much. What the fuck you want? No, that's just me talking to myself. Y'all sorry for that interruption. Or whatever. Fuck was I at? Oh yeah, so anyway, at first everybody was like, yeah, no, that costs too much because it's like $700-800 a couple. Whatever. But it's 4 nights at a cabin in fucking Oklahoma. But anyway, big ass, nice cabin. It was like, that's too much. So we was like, okay, cool. She found a different one that was a little bit cheaper. And everybody was like, perfect. We can pay that. Pretty much it was like $620 per couple. You know what I'm talking about? $320 a person. That's not bad to stay in the fucking cabin for 5 nights. 6-7 bedrooms, full-size bedrooms with all of them king bed. Anyway, it's nice ass shit. So everybody want to come. Now I'm telling y'all, this is never fails when it comes to fucking planning trips with black people. Everybody in the fucking chat group is responding to messages, ha, laughing and joking, blah, 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 blah. She put some more information out there. They're responding. Now, she put how much everybody time, this is the date I want everybody to pay by. All of a sudden, them responses ain't coming no more. Like, all you niggas agreed to the shit. So, she got to take it from the chat, same people. You know what I'm talking about? You can see that they posting on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't responding in the chat. But then when she take them from the chat and text them personally, like, hey, what's going on? Then they respond to her. Like, and then you know how the chat, you can see that somebody see the messages because the icon popped up at the bottom. All of this shit is happening, but ain't nobody fucking responding. So we got it's fucked up that she done paid her money for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And people come in and promising that they go give theirs, but now it's time to pay. Motherfuckers like, I ain't got the shit. Matter of fact, they ain't even saying I got it. I ain't got it. They just ignoring the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some hoe ass shit. And all y'all, I'm talking about all you motherfuckers. Y'all some hoes for that shit. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. If you want to say some shit, nigga, I want all the motherfucking smoke. So we go goddamn pay $5,000 for a goddamn trip. And y'all motherfuckers, it's on, honestly right now at this point, it's only one couple that ain't responding, and they ain't on him. And his girl made the plans and she ain't responding with the money and shit. So, and now we hawking them down for money. You know how that go. It's sad. It's a damn shame. I invited you on my trip. You agreed. Everything was good. But now we asking for the money that you owe to pay to go on the trip. You got beef with us. Niggas ain't shit, boy. I tell you. But anyway, so putting all this money into the trip. And it's sad. They're like, okay, everybody, like I said, excited. We know when it's going to be. And we going to give you a due date for the money. But all of a sudden, that money time come around. Ain't nobody responding no more. So now we got to hit people up individually. Hey, where you at? Where your money? Where you at? Where your money? Oh, I got this going on. I got that. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a damn. I understand you got bills and shit to pay, but once we pay $5,000 for this shit to cover your part, guess what, nigga? We got bills to pay too. Anyway, so then people don't want to use Cash App, so we got to go out of our way to meet people to get money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or meet me over here. Now we got to go deposit money. You know what I'm saying? All kind of crazy shit. I don't really want to do Cash App. Whatever you want to do, but the thing is you still ain't bringing the money to us, which is. That part is kind of okay. I'm okay with that part. But the fact that we got to chase you down to get the money, that part ain't okay. Then when you put the chase you down to get the money, to come out of our way to meet you somewhere, all of that shit, that's the part that gets fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why we got to go through all this shit? When I plan trips, my girl was doing this out of the kindness of her heart. You know what I'm talking about? When I plan trips, I don't pay for shit for nobody else. I put us like, we went to, for example, when we went to Denver, I invited all the people to come. You want to come? This is where I'm staying at this hotel. Y'all can book your rooms here. This is the vicinity that I'm gonna be in. These are the activities that I got planned for us to do. You can come or don't come. Now, if they don't buy their own ticket to come, that shit ain't on me. One of the people that's coming to the damn group, the one I was just talking about a while ago, I invited him up there, and he didn't respond to me no more. I'm not finna keep chasing you down. He didn't respond to me no more, and then when we got back, why y'all didn't tell me y'all going to Denver? Yeah, nigga, we did. I done told you a lot of places that I was going. That's my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? But still, I done told you a lot of places where I'm going. If you don't respond, I'm not going to beg you to come with me. You say, hey, I'll come with you. Let me get back to you. I'm going to wait till you get back to me. I ain't going to keep coming to you. I'm going to keep coming to you if you owe me money. Like this particular situation. But if that's not the situation, then fuck what you talking about. Nah, fuck that. It's some aggravating shit, y'all. And it don't, to me, in my opinion, that shit don't make no motherfucking sense. And then they be like, oh, you going to lose friends. I don't give a fuck about the friends at this point. If it was $20, $30, honestly, I'd probably still be like, y'all can kiss my ass, because it's principalities if it's a small amount of money, but when it's big amount of money, like $5 grand, actually it's like like I said, 600 and some change per couple. 6 something per couple or whatever. But now when you owe us $600 and something because we covered your part because of the word that you gave us, yeah, now it's principles. And nigga, you owe me 600 and something goddamn dollars. How the fuck I'm supposed to feel about that? How the hell I'm supposed to just be like, okay, well, you know, no, fuck y'all. You know what I'm talking about? And the thing about it is, this is when I knew that she wasn't gonna pay her part. Over fucking, we got into it on one of my damn Facebook posts. It's the second time she done got on my goddamn post and took some shit that I said personally. The first time I said some shit about what language do deaf people think in. It's a fucking joke. And she got on there talking about her personal business on why she offended by that shit. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, if you throw a rock, a hit dog go holler. That's bottom line. And that's exactly what the fuck, how the fuck do I know about your family's history? I barely know you. I only met you twice. I know your boyfriend, but I don't know you. So how the fuck I know your family's history? Then I make a post the other day, last night actually. I made a post last night saying, I like, y'all motherfuckers on here cutting off friends because they voting for Trump, but you still with the nigga that's cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody laughing, ha ha ha. It was a fucking joke. And I made the joke because I seen that same people talking about cutting, I ain't gonna say the same people. I seen the same post on different people's page about cutting people off over Trump. You know what I'm talking about? So I wasn't throwing that rock at no particular person. Just the fact that I seen this post all over the place, I think it's funny. So I made a joke about it. Guess what? The throw a rock, a hit dog, go holler. Was this directed at me? Because I see that you like a post. You ever be scrolling through Facebook and you see some funny shit and you laugh at it? Keep scrolling, you see some more funny shit, you laugh at it. You might read a comment or two. Oh, that comment was funny, laugh at it. But when you think about it, you ain't looking at who said what. You just think the shit was funny. I didn't look at the name. She was like, and cause I told her, she was like, well, you commented on it, you liked it, so you must have been talking about me. And I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Then she screenshotted and showed it to me. I still don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. The shit was funny. And I seen it on a bunch of y'all posts, and that's why I made the post. But shit, clearly the shoe fits. And then she like, so you just go snitch on Rohan. You go, what she say? I was like, no, matter of fact, I said, the shoe don't fit you because your man ain't got caught, ain't cheating on you. And she's like, well, you just told on him. I was like, I'd be goddamn. How the fuck you get that out of there? So we go from talking about the election as a joke, you know, talking about kicking people off, to you saying that you took that as your man cheating on you. Somebody help me somebody please help that shit make sense. I'm gonna get off this thing in a minute, but that's why I was wondering if I should start this shit at the end with this one or not. That shit pissed me off, man. I don't get on here and invent my personal shit too much or whatever, but goddamn, I'm putting it out there, and I'm pretty sure the people who need to see this shit ain't gonna see it. But that's some fuck shit. You know what I'm talking about? I talked to my boy, me and him cool. We cool. We good, buddy. You know what I'm talking about? I understand you wasn't the one preparing the trip. You wasn't the one talking about going and all this other stuff here, and it was her doing all the planning and everything, and now y'all over the goddamn money. It's like, what the fuck? So I chopped up with him, and he was like, bro, I'm gonna give you something, I understand. And so I get that. You talking about, and that'll suffice. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, I don't get it. I know I keep regurgitating the same shit. I'm just trying to think, like, if somebody planned the trip and paid on my behalf, if I say I can't go, I owe you some goddamn money. And it wouldn't be no, you got to chase me down for the shit. You know what I'm saying? It just shouldn't be like that. Now I know how fucking creditors feel. Fucking bill collectors, when they call on you and you don't answer your goddamn phone, but they see that you got activity and you around and you seen the messages, you just choosing not to respond to them. But it's all good. The birthday thing gonna happen anyway. It's gonna happen and it's gonna be crunk. So let me get off that high horse for a minute right quick. I gotta ask a question. This was brought to my attention at the house one day. Let's say you need a measuring cup to measure a quarter cup of water or whatever. Quarter cup of water. You get your quarter cup of water, you dump it into whatever you got to dump it in. Do you put that motherfucker back in the cabinet or you put it in the sink? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. You know what I'm saying? If you put it back in the sink, that's fine. And if you think people are nasty motherfuckers because they don't feel like they need to be washed out, then don't come eat at my house. Because if I just put water in that shit and dumped it in some rice or dumped it in whatever, I'm fit to shake that motherfucker off and put that bitch back in the counter. It don't make no damn sense to keep that. You know what pissed me off? I don't know where this came from, but let me tell you something. This will piss me off. Like salads, right? Salads, the way you fix them, depending on how you like yours, it's gonna be how it's gonna taste or not. But croutons make every fucking salad better. And that's some good shit. But the fucked up part about it, why the fuck you can't eat croutons with a goddamn fork? You gotta chase them bitches all over your goddamn salad. And when you finally catch one on the stick, it break. So you gotta scoop that motherfucker up. You gotta use your fork like a spoon, and hopefully your lettuce will catch some of the goddamn croutons. I think that's some aggravating shit. They need to come with holes in them, so you can just like stick your fork. So you can just stick your fork down in that hole. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe you can put the crouton on your fork first, and then I'm going too far with that shit, but you get what I'm saying. Motherfucking croutons are perfect for salad, but I don't think that's what them shit's meant for. Because ain't no way in fuck you go sit up here and convince me that you can just stick a crouton with a fork whenever you feel like it, because that shit don't work that way. Anyway, you know, it'd be random shit popping in my head. I'm pretty sure y'all can look in my eyes until I took my medicine. But when did it become like the norm? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying nothing bad about it because we go look. But when did it become the norm for all of these women just to be naked online? And I don't mean doing no hoe shit either. I don't mean like, you know what I'm saying, but I'm talking about like they're calling it classy, but it's like you online for the world to see you in the thong. Now, once the world see that shit, what's special about that for your man to see? And I wouldn't be like, I don't need no motherfucking man. Oh, okay, well, I ain't talking to y'all. Do your thing. When you get old and your kids getting made fun of in school and shit because they everybody know what their mama look like naked. You know what I'm talking about? And he fighting in school. That's gonna be on your ass because you up here talking about some dumb shit. Now, if you did that shit and you're like, damn, that was a mistake, then okay, that's understandable. But if you did that shit and you a grown ass woman with kids and you proud of that shit, I'm like, nah. I mean, y'all can throw rocks at me if you want to. I really don't give a shit. This is my opinion or whatever. Speaking of opinions, do y'all think that that our freedoms in this world, like in America, our freedoms can be the cause of some of our problems? You know what I mean? Due to the fact that people can say what the fuck they want to say. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I love that shit. But people can say what the fuck they want to say at any given moment. or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then look at you, and then say, well, I'm exercising my rights. You know what I'm talking about? You invading my privacy. You invading my rights. So do y'all think that shit can go too goddamn far? You know what I'm saying? I believe so. I believe that some of our freedoms are some of our problems because people take shit and just stretch it as far. You give a motherfucker an inch and they take a mile and shit. And then, no, well, that's my rights. No, motherfucker. You lose the shit when you start acting stupid. I mean, so technically, you ain't 100% free, but your ass free enough to. Cause here's the crazy part: you do some shit to offend me, right? And I beat your ass about it, and I'd be like, "Well, it was my freedom to do how I felt." Nigga, no, it ain't, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, texting me and shit. Welcome. Oh shit, girl getting off work finally. But anyway, it's just I think sometimes our freedoms can cause a lot of our stress. And I don't mean that, you know what, I ain't fit to dumb that shit down. I don't mean that like in no slave way, but I ain't fit to dumb that shit down. If y'all don't catch it, I really don't give a fuck. Or whatever. Shit. What else I was gonna say? Oh yeah. Talking about the freedom, people be talking about like MLK and all of that shit there. Well, y'all doing this, but MLK didn't do that back in their day. Okay. Look how well that shit worked. Here we are in 2020, still fighting for equality. You know what I'm talking about? We here right, God damn, y'all hold on. Told her I'm making my video. She got an attitude with me. Oh well. But anyway, talking about like the shit that MLK did back in the day. That shit clearly didn't work. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, we're in 2020 and we still fighting for equality. Don't get me wrong, we are way far ahead of where we were. And with that being said, you gotta do shit differently to make different steps. You know what I'm saying? People talk about like, oh well, that ain't got nothing to do with blocking off a goddamn freeway. Well, yeah and no. The freeway ain't got nothing to do with whatever we talking about, but blocking that shit off, get everybody goddamn attention. Y'all say, well, we gonna run them over. Okay, well, risk it. Run them over. If you get caught and go to jail, then that's on you. Then you be like, well, it was my right. I was late for work. That's the whole fucking point. It's supposed to be an inconvenience. Any protest is supposed to be an inconvenience. That's the whole purpose of it. Clearly, you wasn't listening when I said, hey, man, I don't think it's fair for us to have the same qualities and he get paid $3 more an hour than me. When I said that shit, you didn't hear it. Or whatever, so I wrote it in an email. That shit didn't work. You didn't hear it. I took it to your boss. My boss's boss. That shit didn't work, so you didn't hear it. Now I'm in here flipping tables and shit over all of a sudden. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing? I'm equal, motherfucker. Clearly you ain't hearing me when I'm talking to you, when I say the shit when I'm talking to you. So you need to fucking some other form of communication, apparently. Or whatever, but yeah, that shit can get fucking frustrating. I'm not in that predicament right now, but I'm just saying when people say that whole thing about MLK, like, man, this shit ain't the same. Them motherfuckers was getting the brakes beat off their ass back then. You know what I'm saying? They upgraded from that shit. Now they shooting us. It's like, well, hold on, motherfucker. What happened to the fucking dogs and water hoses and shit? They done upgraded their artillery. So we did too. That's all that shit is. You just gotta do something different. Cause the shit ain't working. You know what I mean? I think we making slow steps towards progress. But as far as equality for everybody, shit, that depends on who you're asking. My partner said the other day, he said some profound shit. I was proud of that fat ass motherfucker. He said some shit like, equality just depends on who you ask, because it could be, for the lack of better words, he said equality could be a downgrade for a lot of people. Depends on who you're talking to. So pretty much what he's saying, like, oh, these motherfuckers want to be equal to me. So do I got to come down there to be equal to them, or do they got to come up here? Either way it go, wherever they are, I don't want to be next to them. I worked hard again, but I get that. I'm not talking about financial classes. I'm just talking about it in general. Like, motherfuckers shouldn't have to beg you to treat me like somebody else. They shouldn't have to go to the Supreme Court to prove that I'm a human being. Or whatever. Supreme Court rules that black people are equal to white people. What the fuck? What if they would have disagreed with that shit? Then what? What if they would have said, no, we don't agree with that shit? Them niggas ain't shit still. Fuck that. But that's the crazy thing about it, though. Like, rich people, man, it's like, I ain't gonna say rich people. Stupid rich people piss me off more than anything, because you can't say shit to them. Like, it's just like, for example, like, let's say we want to talk bad about Floyd Mayweather. I ain't got a lot of bad shit to say. He said a lot of stupid shit online, whatever. But I see him doing charities and all that other stupid shit. I mean, all that other shit, not the stupid shit. But anyway, but we hear all the dumb shit this motherfucker say online. Like, we know this man ain't got good ass sense, but he's a multi-millionaire. What can you go say to him that puts you higher than him in any class? Not a bitch ass thing. You can't say shit. This motherfucker can buy you if he wanted to. He can give you money and make you shut the fuck up. If he thinks here, take this $2 million and shut the fuck up, you go do that. You be like, oh, shut the fuck up and go. You know what I'm talking about? Like this, like stupid people with money it's aggravating. Cause like I said, it's like you can't say shit to them niggas because they got it all already. What else? People always call it, like, I think this is a word that get tossed around too loosely now too. The word beautiful. People, everybody ain't fucking beautiful. Everybody might, I ain't gonna say everybody does this either, but everybody might have a beautiful attribute about them. Everybody might have something beautiful about them. But come on, y'all. If we talk about appearance, like, look at this beautiful woman, come on, man. Like, how do we use that in the same context? You know what I'm saying? Because there's some motherfuckers I heard that barely look like people. You know what I'm talking about? But then when they make a post, I guess it just depends on what the post about. People like, hey, you need to hold them up account. That's black beauty right there. I'm like, okay. Cut that shit out. Because neither one of us, let's just say we're talking about a girl. Cut that bullshit out. Because neither one of us would date her if the opportunity was presented to us. If she wasn't, like, if she was just a chick in high school with us or whatever, you wouldn't say, oh, let me go talk to that chick, she's freaking beautiful. Hell no, you wouldn't. Look at those flaws. It's just gorgeous the way she wears her flaws. Like, it worked for some people, not for everybody. But y'all pretend like that shit would be for every fucking body and it don't fucking fit. Ugly people, they do exist. Y'all act like you can't say that shit. You know what I mean? These words were created to describe some shit. And beautiful don't describe every fucking body. It just don't. Y'all cut that bullshit out. Beautiful does not describe every goddamn person. But people pretend, y'all look at this family over here, they beautiful. Like, you want to say, okay, that family is, man, give them props for withstanding the hard times for holding this shit together, holding this family together. Say it's a beautiful task the way he's handling it. Okay, that's fine. But don't look at a motherfucker that look like shit, Whoopi Goldberg and Lil Boosie mixed together. Don't look at nobody like that and be like, that motherfucker beautiful. Kids look like gremlins and shit. Nah, nigga. Nah, it's beautiful what you're doing with your family. I appreciate that, but y'all don't look beautiful at all. Matter of fact, it's Halloween passed. Put them kids back in the house. All right, I guess this video getting kind of long, so I'm gonna end on this. Talking about rich, stupid motherfuckers. Man, y'all heard Lil Wayne broke up with his girl because she didn't support him with his Trump support. She didn't support the fact that he supported Trump, so he broke up with her. Now she broke up with him, he broke up with her. And this is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, Lil Wayne constantly publicly says stupid ass shit. And you know why I hate it? I hate the shit simply because I can't stop listening to that nigga, man. Like when R. Kelly, all them accusations and shit came out about all them accusations and shit came out about, I'm like, man, fuck R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I cut that shit off for a little while. Now, I'm back listening to that nigga again. But I cut that shit off for a little while. I guess I was fasting. I guess you can call it that. But, yeah, Lil Wayne got a pass. That nigga can say any dumb shit he want to. I'm still gonna bump the nigga shit. I tried to stop. Nigga, Lil Wayne jam came on, but it was my jam. So right before I got to skip it, I realized, like, oh, this is my damn shit. So I listened to it, and then another one came on. I'm like, well, you know what? Fuck it. That nigga just dumb, but he dumb to certain things, I can say. Because you can't call a motherfucker stupid. That's goddamn creative, and he can play with words like no other. Him and Eminem play with words, and Method Man. Them three motherfuckers play with words like I ain't heard nobody do before. But anyway, I just want to end on that. I know I did a lot of ranting and shit. Maybe next time I have some funnier shit to say. I appreciate whoever, I don't think nobody did, but I appreciate whoever listened to this shit to the end. But I'll holler at y'all next week.